What's up, Sales Nation? It's your boy Gaetano from Sales Hacker, and we're sitting with Ben from Growlabs. Ben, say what up, man.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Ben Short. I'm an account executive at Growlabs, and I'm a left coaster through and through. Born in Los Angeles, grew up in Seattle, now in the hub of technology here, sharing Growlabs with the world, and really excited to be here at the Sales Hacker event.
That's what's up, man. I'm a New Yorker, born and raised, and I'm meeting so many Cali dudes out here. It feels like I'm in an alternate universe, but it's awesome. It's like the yin and yang type thing. So Ben, tell us a little bit about Growlabs. What's going on? What's happening in the world of Growlabs? Let's talk about that.
Absolutely. So Growlabs is an all-in-one lead generation and sales automation platform.
Right.
We help companies run outbound campaigns in a very personalized and targeted way at scale. And we work with any B2B business and let them work with them in a very consultative way to help them identify who their best prospects are and run very targeted campaigns to help them acquire new customers.
Nice. So do you guys have like a specific target? I know you do. I know you have this. So who's your target customer profile? Do you have any specific vertical that you might be selling into a little bit more heavily than others?
Absolutely. Obviously, it depends on the size of the company and the industry when you think about the different personas.
Yeah.
But to kind of generalize it, we work with any sales and marketing leader who are looking to run targeted campaigns that are on the B2B side. So this is not a B2C type of a tool. This is geared at targeting primarily any SMB, mid-market, enterprise company, and being able to identify what those personas are. Which will differ depending on the size of the company.
Nice, man, nice. So you're an account executive. Let's talk a little bit about that. What are some like the challenges you're facing right now as an account executive in B2B tech sales? What's going on with that?
Yeah, well, every single account executive is going to say that they need more opportunities and more demos, and it comes down to the quality of the data that you have in your database and the ability to address the problems that are relevant to the market that you're going after. So it's a combination of how do you find the best people at the best companies and get data on those individuals, and how do you represent your company that differentiates your tool in a very, it can be somewhat of a competitive space.
Nice.
So I would say those are two biggest challenges we're coming across.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So let's get into a little bit about Revenue Summit. We're obviously here. It's a massive event. We have over 50 vendors here with us today. We have a bunch of keynote speakers that are just phenomenal, and the buzz and the energy today is just off the charts. So I want to talk a little bit about like how you got involved with the whole ecosystem of Sales Hacker. How did you hear about us, and what really brought you to this event?
One of my philosophies is the moment that you stop learning is when you're 10 feet under.
Right.
And when it comes to being a sales professional and continue to learn and develop, you got to find the ways that you can continue to learn and grow in every single facet of your sales game. I, for one, and everyone at our company use Sales Hacker as a digital platform that we constantly engage with in order to stay up to date on the best trends, tools, and thought leadership in this space. So from a learning and development perspective, our team is very active in being a part of the Sales Hacker community. Being here, we also want to give back to the community, share what we've learned and what we've done, and being able to see how we can grow as a community as a whole. And that's why we wanted to be a part of this event today.
Awesome, man. Yeah, and that makes me feel good, being responsible for the marketing, hearing that the stuff that we're publishing is actually contributing to the success of account executives and sales development, and their learning is a feeling that makes me feel just beyond satisfied and fulfilled. So I love hearing that. So from this whole day, was there a particular session that really caught your attention? Was there a top takeaway that maybe you can share with the folks who are back at home?
I would say there's two takeaways I had from two different sessions.
Okay.
One was something that Michael, the global head of sales, said about moving up market, and it's about being prepared in three ways, not only from a sales perspective, but from a product perspective and a retention perspective. And that's something I think a lot of companies struggle with. And number two was during Gong's session about the 9 most effective things that sales reps need to do. I think that really struck close to home, and it's something that I definitely would recommend taking a look at.
Yeah, definitely. Some crazy data points from Gong in that session from Amit. Everything from like how much should you talk about price, when should you talk about price, all those sort of crazy data points that like we lose in this day-to-day sort of like craze of sales pitches and sales talks and demos. You got to get back to the data at some point and refine your approach. So I love those takeaways, man. And then finally, man, just before we conclude, is there any passion projects you're working on? Any side projects? Anything we should know about you that's interesting outside of Growlabs and sales and marketing?
You know, one of the things that I love doing, and it's something that makes me, some people think I'm a little bit crazy, is I love mountain climbing. I've actually climbed 4 of the 5 volcanoes in Washington where I grew up, and one of the things I'm always constantly doing is training and finding the next peak. The tallest mountain in the lower 48, Whitney, is going to be my next mountain to take down. So I'm looking forward to, using therapy by, working my tail end off.
Dude, I love that. I'm going to Hawaii next week, and I don't know if you ever climbed Diamond Head.
I haven't.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest mountains in Honolulu, but it's probably nothing compared to the stuff you do. I'm a city boy here. We don't do this mountain climbing thing, all right? This is not what we do. We get on the subway, we maybe take our bike somewhere, but we don't do this mountain climbing stuff, so that's cool to hear. All right, so we're going to wrap it up. Anything you'd like to share with the audience before we kill it?
Hey, we're just really excited to be here. The Sales Hacker has made such a big impact on my personal career and everything else. So definitely thanks to the Sales Hacker community and everyone involved with that.
Awesome, man. So Ben, before we really cut it this time, tell the audience where they could find you. How could they connect with you if they want?
Yeah, my name's Ben Short at Growlabs. Go to growlabs.com. Grow like a tree, labs like a scientist, and we can help you grow your pipeline. So thanks. Salute.
Awesome. And they can hit you up on LinkedIn too, right?
LinkedIn as well, Twitter, any social media.
Awesome. All right, you heard it right there, Sales Nation. Ben from Growlabs. We're out. Peace.